Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about if you should buy booster boxes from every single set that gets released. Now the reason why I wanted to make this video is because you may see people online talk about how they buy booster boxes from every single set that gets released and they don't really care what's inside the set or what cards are inside of it. They just kind of blindly buy it. So you may know that this technique is called diversification, and the reason for this is to reduce your risk of loss. So I'll give you guys an example of what I mean by that. So let's say you think Battle Styles is a really good set and it has a lot of potential. And let's say you pay an average of $100 a box. So since it's been released, it's at $102 and it's been over 2 years by now. So you made $0 if you put all your money investing into Battle Styles booster boxes. So you see it's pretty risky. If this set was a really good set, maybe like Evolving Skies, you would have done really well. But, if you bought a bad set like Battle Styles, you would have done poorly and you would have, wasted money because you could have bought a set that has done a lot better. But by diversifying, you're kind of averaging things out because you may buy a little bit of sets that, do really well, some that do kind of in the middle, and some that might do really bad. So you're not really risking too much because some sets are going to do really well and some sets are going to, maybe do bad. So what is my opinion on this? What do I think about diversifying? In my opinion, and this might be kind of controversial, I think diversifying in terms of Pokemon, I feel like it's not the best idea because I'll show you guys through the data. There's just some sets aren't going to do that well. And you can see that by the cards inside, the set and, the box price reflecting that. Now, some of these sets obviously have gotten reprints or they're just not old enough to really show what I'm trying to say. But I seriously think that there's some sets in here where it's not going to do well in the long run and there's really no reason to buy these sets. There's like way better sets that are do well based on, the cards inside of them. So I think just diversifying you should do it with a grain of salt and investing in Pokemon. It's a good idea to not, just buy spend all your money on just one set. However, just buying every single box from each set I think is a little bit overkill. So let's start off with Sword and Shield base set. So this is the anomaly, I will say, in terms of like the cards in the set reflecting the box price because it's at $276. And if you look at the cards in the set, it's not a good set at all. I mean, it has the Marnie in it, and that's kind of it. I mean, there's the rainbow cards, which I honestly don't think are going to be that popular in the future. And yeah, there's nothing going for the set. Yeah, it's at $276. And the only reason I guess I could say that it's like this is because there was low supply. I feel like there maybe isn't that much demand, but there's just low supply, which makes the price go up. But other than that, there's really nothing that people are really going to be chasing for in the future, in my opinion. So you can kind of see that with it dipping down. Next here we got Rebel Clash. Rebel Clash, another one of those bad sets, and it doesn't really reflect the price in my opinion because the cards in here, there's nothing really people are chasing for. I mean, there's the couple full arts, but other than that, there's no huge card in the set. So another one of those where I feel like it doesn't really show. Next is, what I think is a equal representation of what I'm trying to say, where, the cards in the set reflects the box price and kind of the popularity and the demand for it. It's at $140, so if you did pick it up at $100 or whatever, you're not doing that bad. But I think in the long run, it's just going to keep like this and just kind of plateau and not really go up that much. So it's at $140, and you can see with the cards in here, nothing in here is at value really, and there's really no card art people are going to be chasing for. I mean, there's just rainbows. So, if you buy this set, I feel like it's just, you might diversify, but you can just tell that the set is not going to do well. I mean, the card prices in here are super low, and there's really no, like, really nice art in the set. Next here, Vivid Voltage, another one of the representations in my opinion where, it's not really that great of a set. You can see here a huge downward slope, really hasn't done well in a year. However, it does have one card in it that's worth a lot, which is the Chonkachu, Secret Rare. But that's it. So it might be worth it, for you because you see there's a chase card. But other than that, there's really nothing else in the set that's holding it up. Next here is Battle Styles. This is one that I feel like could be a sleeper that some people have talked about because you could have got these at like $80. And you can see over a year, yeah, it hasn't gone up really in price. But if you look at the cards in the set, it has the Tyranitar V Alternate, which could carry the whole set. But also, if you look at the price here, there's other cards that people actually want. There's the Urshifu here and the Urshifu here. It's not just, just duds. There's other alternate arts. And this is obviously, the start of alternate arts. So you may see this as a good pickup because it's not that expensive right now. But yeah. Next, Chilling Reign. This is one of the sets that, the booster box got really low in price and people kind of didn't like it for that reason. But if you look at just the cards inside of it, you should have known that it was going to do well over the long run. I mean, the Blaziken, the Moltres, the Snorlax, and just all these really nice alternate arts. Even though the box was at $80, you could have seen that this is a really good set. And you can see the box price has gone up to $150. So you could have got this at $100, and obviously you would have done well. However, I think this is going to outperform other sets that are around the same price. So, for example, Darkness Ablaze is around the same price as Chilling Reign. However, I think in the long run, Chilling Reign is going to outperform Darkness Ablaze just because the cards inside of it aren't good compared to Chilling Reign. Next here, Evolving Skies. I feel like this is one of the no-brainers where you could have kind of splurged a little bit. Because if you look at the cards in the set, I mean, this was like crazy. I mean, there's all the alternate arts in this set are crazy. They're all evolutions. I feel like this is a no-brainer. This is one of the things where I feel like if you really had money and, you know, you could, you know, invest money, I would almost have said, you know, you could kind of go all out on the set. Obviously, you know, you could have dealt with, you know, maybe reprints and stuff, but just by looking at this, you know, the art in the set, you know it's going to do good. Like, this is one of those, like, definite, you know, the set is going to do well, and the box price reflects that. Next here, Fusion Strike, another one of the, you know, Chilling Reign situations where the box price was just really low. But if you look at, you know, the cards inside of it, you should have known it was going to be a good set. You see Gengar here, Espeon. I mean, just look at the artwork. You know it's going to do well in the long run, but people were scared because the box price is really low, and I honestly was too. But when you really look into it and see the cards inside the set, you know it's going to do well, which it has done. It's gone from $80 now to $150, and I think it's just going to continue to go up. Next here we got Brilliant Stars. Now this is one where I feel like I don't know why it's going down. You can see here in a year it hasn't gone up like, you know, the other sets. However, you look at the card art in the set. I mean, it has the, you know, Charizard V alternate art, has the Arceus, but it also has a trainer gallery, which, you know, has nice cards in it too. So this is maybe another one of those sets worth investing into, even though it has been at a downward slope. I mean, you look at the cards in here, it's a really nice set. It has a lot of the evolutions in the trainer gallery. So overall, it's a good set, even though it hasn't really gone up in price. It may be one that, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time, but over the long run, might do really well. Next here, we got Astral Radiance. The set's at $130. You can see the growth is kind of, it's not really there. But if you look at the card art in the set, it's another one of those that's, it's not bad. I mean, you know, the card prices aren't crazy, but it has some nice art in here. And it also has a trainer gallery, which has the Starmie with the Misty, I'm pretty sure. Let me look here. So yeah, you can see even though some of these, you know, box prices are kind of low, there's some nice card art in here. So there's definitely potential in some of these sets. They may not be the most popular, but if you look at the cards and there's art that people are going to chase for, these might be good pickups. Next, Lost Origin. This, you know, graph doesn't really represent anything because it got a reprint here. You can see it was just going up and up. And just based on that, you know the set was, you know, wanted. And you could tell that by, you know, the cards in the set. I mean, it has really nice cards just in the main, you know, set here. We got the Giratina Aerodactyl. Plus, it has a trainer gallery. So this overall is just a really good set. So another one of those where you just look at the card art and you know it's going to do well. Lastly, Silver Tempest. Now, Silver Tempest, in my opinion, isn't as good as Lost Origin. That's why I picked up, you know, Lost Origin first before Silver Tempest booster boxes. But you can see here, it got a reprint again. But you can see, look, it's the same exact pattern as Lost Origin, where, you know, before it got the reprint, it was just going up and up and up. Maybe not as much as Lost Origin, but you can see that it's pretty similar trend. And you can see here, it was at a big dip because of the reprint, but it's actually starting to go up now. And yeah, it's at 130. And same deal, you can just tell by the cards in the set, it's going to do well in the long run. It has the Lugia, which is basically, you know, the only chase card in the main set. Or maybe, you know, maybe the Serena, I don't know, the waifu card. But it also has a trainer gallery. I mean, it has a Rayquaza, which is obviously another Pokemon. So you just tell. By looking at the cards in the set, you can tell if it's going to do good or not. I know there's some anomalies like Sword and Shield Base and Rebel Clash. But you can tell if you look at the cards in the set and it's really bad. In my opinion, I wouldn't just buy it because to just diversify. And I think there's some cases, you know, like Darkness Ablaze and, you know, maybe Vivid Voltage, maybe Battle Styles even maybe not Battle Styles, but you can tell just some of these sets aren't going to do well in the long run. Even Rebel Clash and the base set, even though they're doing well right now, in the long run, I think they're just going to plateau off. And the sets that I've shown you, like Fusion Strike, you know, Chilling Reign, I think they're just going to outperform them. But only time will tell. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys learned something. And I'll see you guys on the next one.